The courtroom was once again filled with tension as the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial continued. Every new day in court seems to bring another unexpected moment, and many South Africans are following every update very closely. This case has remained one of the country's most talked about criminal cases for many years, and every witness who takes the stand attracts a great deal of public attention. As the proceedings continued, lawyers carefully questioned witnesses about the investigation that was carried out after Senzo Meyiwa lost his life. Several questions focused on how evidence was collected, how certain decisions were made, and whether every step of the investigation followed the correct procedure. During cross-examination, strong claims and different versions of events were presented in court. Some witnesses defended the investigation, while the defense team challenged parts of their testimony. It is important to remember that these are arguments being presented before the court, and the judge will decide what evidence should be accepted after hearing all sides. This is one of the reasons why the trial continues to attract so much attention. Every time one witness finishes speaking, another witness may present information that appears different. That does not automatically mean anyone has been dishonest. It simply means the court must carefully examine every statement, compare it with the available evidence, and determine which version is supported by the facts. Many people watching the case have said they are hoping that, after all these years, the truth will finally become clear. Families, supporters, legal experts, and ordinary citizens have all expressed a desire to see justice served through a fair legal process. While opinions differ, everyone understands that the final decision belongs to the court. One of the biggest talking points during the recent proceedings has been the detailed questioning about the investigation itself. Lawyers spent considerable time asking why certain actions were taken, why some evidence was handled in a particular way, and whether all investigative steps were completed properly. These questions are part of the normal court process. Cross-examination is designed to test the reliability of evidence and the credibility of witnesses. It does not automatically prove that any claim is true or false. If you have been following this case from the beginning, you already know that it has gone through many unexpected developments over the years. Every stage of the trial has introduced new discussions, new legal arguments, and new opinions from both the prosecution and the defense. That is why many people continue watching every court session, hoping that each day brings the country closer to clear answers. If you are finding this update informative, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss any important developments. Your support helps us continue bringing you balanced and easy to understand updates on major stories like this one. As the questioning continued, legal representatives carefully referred to previous statements, official records, and other pieces of evidence. Their goal was to identify any differences between earlier accounts and what was being said in court. This is a common part of many criminal trials. Lawyers often compare documents and testimony to help the court determine whether the evidence is consistent. Courtroom observers noted that there were moments when the atmosphere became very serious as difficult questions were asked. Witnesses were expected to explain their answers clearly, while legal teams examined every important detail. These exchanges are often lengthy because every word can matter in a case of this importance. Outside the courtroom, many South Africans continue discussing the trial with friends, family members, and on social media. Some people believe the investigation answered important questions, while others feel there are still issues that deserve closer examination. These different opinions show just how significant this case remains across the country. Even with all the public discussion, the legal process continues at its own pace. The court listens to testimony, reviews evidence, considers legal arguments, and follows the procedures required by law before reaching any conclusions. This careful approach is intended to ensure that every person involved receives a fair hearing. Another reason this case has remained in the public eye is because Senzo Meyiwa was widely respected for his achievements in football. His passing affected many people across South Africa, and the desire for answers has remained strong ever since. For many supporters, the trial is about more than just legal proceedings. It is also about finding clarity after years of unanswered questions. As each court session ends, people often leave with new questions rather than final answers. That is the nature of a long and complex criminal trial. Different witnesses may remember events differently, legal teams may interpret evidence in different ways, and the judge must carefully consider everything before making decisions based on the law. Thank you for staying with us throughout this update. If you appreciate clear and balanced reporting, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with others who have been following the Senzo Meyiwa trial. Your support means a great deal, and it encourages us to continue providing reliable news in simple English that everyone can understand. As the hearing moved forward, the legal teams continued examining every important detail with great care. One thing became very clear inside the courtroom. Every answer given by a witness was being measured against previous statements, official records, and other evidence that had already been presented. This careful process is common in serious criminal cases because the court wants to understand exactly what happened before making any decision. There were moments when lawyers asked the same question in different ways. Some people watching may wonder why this happens, but there is a simple reason. Lawyers often repeat or rephrase questions to test whether a witness gives a consistent answer. If a witness explains something differently, the lawyers may ask for clarification. That does not automatically mean the witness has done anything wrong. It simply gives the court more information to consider. As these exchanges continued, many people sitting in the public gallery listened closely. Every answer seemed to create another question, and every explanation led to another discussion. The atmosphere remained serious because everyone understood the importance of the case and the impact it has had on the country for many years. If you are enjoying this update and you appreciate news explained in simple English, please remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. That way, you will never miss our future updates on important stories. Thank you for your support. Another interesting point was how both legal teams focused on the timeline of events. They carefully discussed when certain actions took place, who was responsible for different parts of the investigation, and whether every step happened in the correct order. Timelines are very important in court because they help everyone understand how events unfolded. The defense team continued raising questions about parts of the investigation that they believe deserve closer examination. On the other hand, the prosecution continued presenting its case and explaining why it believes the evidence supports its position. This back and forth is a normal part of any trial. Both sides have the opportunity to present their arguments before the judge reaches any conclusions. Many legal experts have said that complicated criminal cases often take time because every piece of evidence must be examined carefully. The court cannot rush through important details. Instead, it must consider documents, witness testimony, and legal arguments before making any findings. While some people may wish for faster answers, the legal process is designed to be thorough rather than quick. Outside the courtroom, discussions about the trial continue every day. Some people believe certain testimony has raised new questions, while others believe the proceedings are simply following the normal legal process. These different opinions show how closely South Africans are following every development. One thing that remains unchanged is the hope shared by many people across the country. They want the trial to reach a conclusion based on credible evidence and the law. Regardless of personal opinions, many agree that the court should be allowed to complete its work without outside pressure. As the day's proceedings continued, lawyers occasionally referred to earlier court sessions to compare what had already been said. This helped the court build a clearer picture of the evidence presented over time. In a long-running case like this, reviewing previous testimony is an important part of ensuring consistency and fairness. Another point that caught people's attention was how carefully the judge listened to both sides. Throughout the proceedings, the court maintained order while allowing each legal team enough time to present its arguments. This balanced approach is an essential part of ensuring that the trial remains fair to everyone involved. Cases of this nature often involve large amounts of information. Documents, witness statements, forensic reports, and other forms of evidence all become part of the court record. Because of this, the proceedings may sometimes seem slow, but every step plays an important role in helping the court understand the full picture. For many viewers, this trial is a reminder of how detailed the justice system can be. Every question asked, every answer given, and every document presented may contribute to the final outcome. That is why courtroom proceedings often require patience from everyone following the case. If you value balanced reporting that focuses on the facts presented in court, please take a second to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends and family. Your support helps us continue bringing you easy to understand updates without unnecessary confusion or sensational claims. The next court sessions are expected to continue examining the evidence and hearing additional testimony where necessary. As always, every new development will be considered alongside everything that has already been presented. The court will continue following the legal process until all the evidence has been heard and the matter is ready for the next stage. There is still much to discuss about this case, and several important courtroom moments remain to be covered.